Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share my experience with my new Kindle Paperwhite in comparison with the physical books and who can consider buying it. All the pros and cons of this 11th generation Kindle Paperwhite I'm going to discuss in this video. Finally, I'm going to tell you how to read free books on Kindle. Let's get started. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, you might know that as part of my 2022 New Year goals, at the start of this year, I said I'm going to build a reading habit. For that, I set myself a goal of completing 12 books at the end of this year. Unfortunately, I successfully completed my reading goal before July, but my time spent on reading books reduced after the month of August, not because I had completed the goal earlier. It is also the time when I started reading many blogs and newsletters. Maybe that is the reason. But my inner self still likes to read a book rather than a blog or newsletter. During the months of September and October, I was able to complete only 1.5 books, but I felt that I had reached a plateau zone with this paperback books. I told to myself I should buy me a Kindle only when I complete 25 books. The 25 books is just my arbitrary number to make sure that I am serious or not for reading books. Before that, I didn't want to invest my money on a Kindle and not using it. And also completing 25 books seemed to me a valid reason that will convince me to buy a Kindle. There is a thing called putting money on the line. For example, for YouTube, I was bored of making YouTube videos and I lost my motivation to shoot a video, edit it and work on my thumbnail and upload it. But I want to be on YouTube, so I decided to put my money on the line, make me stay on YouTube. Then I bought this Sennheiser MKE 200 mic for 5000 rupees, which I'm using to record my audio now. At least for buying that, I'll try to convince me to make 50 more YouTube videos with that. I had invested my money, I have to do something with that. I hope you can get it. That makes me to keep moving sometimes. Like the same, I decided to put my money on the line for my reading habit, which led me to purchase this 11th generation Kindle Paperwhite. Thankfully, Great Indian Sale was happening at the time and I was able to buy with a 4000 rupees discount. And this video is entirely about this Kindle Paperwhite and my experience with this for last 60 days. First, let me tell how I felt when I switched it from books to Kindle. At first, I thought switching from books to Kindle would affect me for a few weeks. But it was not that bad. There is not much difference between Kindle and books. If you could see the texture of the book and the Kindle would look similar to each other, there won't be a big difference. At times I was trying to turn the pages of the Kindle like how I do with the books. Then I knock myself for it. Why I'm saying is they are trying to make us feel like a book more than a Kindle. With the physical book, we can show off to people who visit our home that I am a guy who reads a lot of books. We can show off to them. With the Kindle, we can't do that. That is the only thing missing. Other than everything is fine. After doing a plenty of research, only I bought this one. Let me share you that. There are 4 kinds of Kindle. Kindle Basic, Kindle Paperwhite, this one, and Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition, and the last one, Kindle Oasis. There are only 4. This comes up with variant like 8GB, 16GB and 32GB. Let me put you straight, 8GB is enough. Don't go for 16 or 32GB. You are not going to shoot videos with it. You are just going to read books and each book will be like less than 5 MB. So 8GB is more than enough. And next thing, which model you should go for. If you don't have enough money to invest in a Kindle or if you are a student, then you have no other option. You can just go for Kindle Basic. But there are few other limitations for Kindle Basic. Like for example, you won't get a waterproof device, whereas the other Kindles are waterproof. You will be not able to adjust the brightness for a Kindle Basic. Like this, there will be limitation with the Kindle Basic. And this one, Kindle Paperwhite, which costs around 14,000. I bought it for 10k. You can do every important thing with this one, which you do with the other 2 Kindles. Paperwhite Signature Edition and Kindle Oasis. Unless you have thought, I have a lot of money, I don't know what to do with it, then go for Kindle Oasis. Kindle Oasis don't have any attracting feature. Additionally, it has a premium design and the page orientation. And the other one, Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition. This is also mostly similar with the one which I bought. Other than that, you will get a wireless charging feature. If you want that, you can opt for it. And you will get a auto brightness feature also, I guess. For this, I don't have an auto brightness feature, but I can adjust the brightness. Signature Edition will cost you 18,000 rupees for the 2 additional feature, wireless charging and auto brightness. That is needed for you, then you can go for Signature Edition. If not, then the best buy is Paperwhite. Now let's look at the advantages of Kindle over books. Inbuilt dictionary. Finding meaning for a word is made extremely easy on a Kindle. You just want to select and hold the text and the meaning of the word will pop up. If it is a book, if I want to know a meaning, I have to get my smartphone and by the time if I get any notification and you know what will happen next, I won't be reading books after that. I'll be doom scrolling in some other app. Another interesting feature is flashcards. Once you found the meaning of the word, that word will be added to your flashcard. It is like recalling the meaning of the word which you want to know, and once you mastered with it, you can remove from the list. And the third one is highlights. I have this habit of highlighting things when reading books. The passages which excites me, or if I learn anything new, then I try to highlight with my highlighter. In case after 2-3 months, if I want to know the things which excited me, instead of rereading the entire book, I just have to skim the book and just find the highlighted part, and I will read that part alone. The same feature is there for Kindle. I just have to highlight those words. Instead of rereading, I will just go to the highlights tab and I will consume what I want. Another pro tip, if you are using Kindle in a mobile device or PC, you can highlight with a different color. That makes you to differentiate things. For example, for quotes you can quote it for yellow color, and for stories you can mark it in orange. Likewise, you can differentiate each things. That really helps me when I want to go through the books fast. Kindle is very portable to carry. It's like a tablet. Books will be very hard to read during a travel because the font size will be very small. Here you can zoom the font on however size you want. Especially if you are an introvert like me, if you are sitting with a book in a public place and people will look at us weird, we feel different with that. It's not a bad thing, but still we feel different for that. Kindle makes these things easy, and I am able to read more during a travel. When I say travel, then it should have a good battery life. I have charged this when I bought it. After that, I finished reading 4 books completely, and now the battery percentage is 47%. It's nearly 50 days. The battery life is excellent. I am using minimum 30 minutes to maximum 1 hour each day for the last 50 days, and still I have 47% charge. Of course, Wi-Fi is disabled on this. If Wi-Fi is enabled, there will be a drastic difference. We need Wi-Fi only during when we download books. Other than that, you don't need a Wi-Fi. And the last thing, which is the important one, Kindle book versus Kindle Unlimited versus Prime Reading. Which one you have to go for? First, let me talk Prime Reading. If you are already a Prime user of Amazon, then you can use Prime Reading feature. This is the account you use it for Prime videos and Prime delivery of Amazon products. If you don't have one, then you have to subscribe from Amazon Prime. For Kindle Prime users, there will be a sets of books you can use it for free. Nearly 3,000 to 4,000 books you can use it for free. You can buy that for zero cost and read it. You can buy up to 10 books at a time. And if you want to buy any more books, you have to return one book and you have to buy the another one. These books are not permanent. Until your Prime subscription is there, you will be able to access these books. If your Prime subscription ends, these books also will not be in your library. But only a few books you will be able to access. I mean, the books you want will not be there most of the times. And the next one is Kindle Unlimited. This is a standalone subscription for Kindle. The name is only Unlimited, but here few things are limited. You'll be able to buy up to, and the same thing, if you want to buy a book after this 20 title, you have to return one back and buy a new one. Here there will be more than 3,000, 4,000 books, but it is like the same. Books you want will not be here sometimes. After buying this, I subscribed for Kindle Unlimited for 3 months. I thought that I would be able to access all the book for free. After buying it only, I got to know that it is also similar to Prime Reading, but you will get more number of books than Prime Reading. But still, you are limited with the books which they give you, and this will be shuffled every month. If you are lucky, you will get the book what you want, but most of the books I want is not there. Got to know in a blog that most popular authors are not willing to give their book in Prime Reading or Kindle Unlimited. They are selling it separately. And for Kindle Unlimited, once your unlimited subscription ends, the books which you hold will be not in your library. And with this, let's go for the third one, that is Kindle books. How you buy a paperback book? You will pay the amount for this. This book will be delivered for you. Like the same, you will be buying this book in Kindle edition, and this will be delivered to your Kindle account. Mostly the paperback book will be in higher price than the Kindle edition. For example, if this book costs 200 in paperback, if for Kindle you will get it for 150 or 120. That's why I'm saying if you are serious in reading, in long-term perspective, Kindle will pay you. You can save a lot in a long term. For me, buying Kindle books is the best thing, because in Kindle Unlimited and Kindle Prime, the books I want to read are not there. If you buy Kindle edition books, the books will be in your library for lifelong. For other two types, if the subscription ends, your books will be taken away from the library. Then I found this fourth one, that is reading free on Kindle. Like how we have .pdf formats for our documents, so we can use it in our mobile devices and PC. Like the same, Kindle have an extension called .epub. That is the format Kindle is using to read books. How to do this? There will be an email ID associated with your Kindle account. You have to send that epub file to that email ID. Once your mail is delivered, you can turn your Wi-Fi on this device and the books will be downloaded in the Documents tab. Popular books you will get it with epub format. Other books you will get it in PDF only. For those books, you can use online free converter which converts from PDF to EPUB. You can send that converted EPUB file to the email ID. Then you can again start reading books free. I hope this option helps you more. That's how we came to the end of this video. And if I want to say any disadvantage of using Kindle, seriously I don't have anything. I don't see any drawbacks with Kindle except the book smell which we get in physical books that we won't get it in Kindle. Maybe in the future they will add that too. I'm satisfied with this one, no regrets. Give yourself time for 10 to 15 books to complete, and then if you're still serious, then go for it. Until that, don't buy a Kindle, it is a waste of money. And my last words, Kindle Paperwhite 8GB variant is the best buy of all variants and models. Bye, take care, signing off, Peranesh.